Back at LA Audio about 6 weeks before Bike Week. We've got Larry Sr. and Junior here. And this is Senior's bagger that Junior hooked up. And they're playing my new favorite song, Cypress Spring.
Traded my horse and for a Harley, keep it twisted, whiskey throttle alive, and out here on the road doing me. Do what you gave up my lady for a bottle. I can drink away my problems. You gon' hear that even scream before you see me. Riding the tail of the dragon, ice spitting flames out of bag filled with something I can sell. I live and ride, I ride to live, ride to live. One down, the rest up, ride around with the best of them. 1200 screaming in the wind, go ahead, zip your vest up. Guardian bell on the front end, making sure that we make it in. Running from my own demons, trying to outrun my own sins. Yeah, some of my best friends all patched in, but it's all love. I got they back no matter what. We live around and they know what's up. Been down since day one, now we all wanna come up. RIP to high speed, just help me keep my head up. Sometimes I get fed up, so I hit the road and I let loose. Throttle locked in my right hand, feels like I can't let loose. Lane switching, clutch gripping, bottle in a sack. Once the highway gets your soul, you will never get it back. Traded my horse and for a Harley, keep it twisted, whiskey throttle alive, and out here on the road doing me. Gave up my lady for a bottle, I can drink away my problems. You gon' hear that even scream before you see me. Riding the tail of the dragon, ice spitting flames out of bag filled with something I can sell. I live and ride, I ride to live, ride to live. My intentions are twisted, shout out twisted intentions. And on my throttle heads, I just had to mention, keep the hammer down on that open road. Out here burning rubber, not your soul. That's just how it goes. When you're free as a bird, gassed up, hashed up, taking them curves, chromed out 1200. I just let that rev run. All custom built, not bought, son. Ain't no other way. There's no need to change. All I need is handlebars and a diamond chain. Get up out my way, move, bitch. Get up out my way. Traded my horse and for a Harley, keep it twisted, whiskey throttle alive, and out here on the road doing me. Gave up my lady for a bottle.
Straight up, guys, the first time I heard this song was about a month after they filmed the MTV YouTube video that Cypress Springs just dropped a little over a month ago, Ride to Live. That was right here, filmed
That
right
was
in this.
right here in the shop. If you look in the video, you'll see the flag. They performed on that stage right there, which is we're using for a cart building station right now. But yeah, everything around here gets repurposed.
And guys, you can ask Christy. I probably listened to that 60 times on the tour. I was getting so tired. We drove over 5,500 miles, and I was cranking that. I was ripping the knob off the stereo, cranking it all the way just to keep me awake while I was driving. I listened to it over and over and over and over. I know every word of the song now. I just think I think that's the best motorcycle song ever written.
So if you know the words to the song, there's a story behind that song. We had a good friend named Kenneth Krause, and Amanda Stokes. She was in a domestic violence situation where she was in an abusive relationship, marriage, and me and Kenneth was actually down at Thunder Beach trying to get her away from her husband when he did the inevitable and wind up killing her. Double murder suicide. And so Kenneth had just got done riding the Dragon and rode straight to Panama to kind of help me protect Amanda. And we were supposed to be in a room that night, but we just happened to be at the Waffle House eating when he went in and killed both of them. And there was really nothing we could do to prevent it from happening. He locked the door where we couldn't get back in the condo, so we had no idea what went on until the next morning, and we wound up having to find another place to stay. But the song's about Kenneth riding the Dragon and living his life wild and free like he usually does. And Whiskey Throttle was a saloon that a couple of our buddies owned here that Cypress Spring played at for quite a while until they shut down and wasn't able to make it. But there's a story behind the actual video, and when he says RIP to high speed, that's what he's actually singing about. That and
It's
last day of Kenny's
RFP to high speed.
RIP to high speed.
Is it RIP?
RIP
Yeah,
to high
I
speed.
thought so. Okay, yeah.
And that's what he's referring to. Kenny, he rode the Dragon the day he come down, before he come down to the beach, and that was last few days of Kenny's life, doing what he enjoyed, riding the Dragon and being around people that he loved and trying to protect people that we care about. And that's what inspired them guys to write the song.
You know, I hadn't heard that story until after I'd already fallen in love with the song, and I talked to you a couple days later, and it really meant more to me then because it kind of hit home. You know, that's like they turned a tragedy into probably the best motorcycle song I've ever heard. And why this isn't a world-renowned song yet, I don't know, but it will be eventually. I know they got over, I think, 1 million views on it in the first 30 days, man.
Yeah,
So
they got a lot of views the first 5 or 6 days. They got like 50,000 views.
So guys, check out their channel. It's Cypress Spring. They've got a bunch of really cool songs like Country Boy Swag and Denim and a bunch of other ones. I didn't know it existed until I came to Larry's shop. Now, Larry's obviously high-end stereo shop. This system here is the one that he built for his dad, Senior. And what's it like driving around with a stereo like this, Senior?
Man, it's crazy. Being an old man, blowing everybody else's music away, but with my music.
The young guns ain't gonna give that rap to you, right?
Classic rock and some of the newer things, some of the newer groups that I like Blackberry Smoke. I know a lot of people don't know them, but they've been around for quite some time, and they're getting super popular now that they've gotten some age on them. Been around for 20 years, but a lot more people are listening to them. So I listen to that as well as all my old classic rock stuff and some of the stuff that he likes to listen to.
This is a kick-ass system, guys. I've been to pretty much every Harley shop on the Eastern Seaboard that we passed on the way by. We did not pass one shop without stopping in, and I listened to all the new Harman Kardon stuff they have on there. On a scale of 10, the best Harley system I've ever heard. I'll call this system a 10. I'll give the best factory Harley system I've ever heard like a 4. Okay, this is another league of sound quality and clarity to the point that you can turn it up enough to actually hurt your eardrums. I don't know if the decibel meter's ringing, but it is.
Vibrates my body.
Oh, you can hear it like down the street, you know.
This one meters on a Turn Pro. It meters 121 to 123 decibels, and that's the sound pressure level on it. That would be how loud the actual pressure level is from the music.
Guys, we all know we go through life and tragedy happens. Sometimes you get down on yourself. You know, there's ups and downs in life. And one thing has always stood true with me, and that's 2 wheels and a motor can change your bad day to a good day, and you forget your problems. And now add music to that, this type of music. This is the cure to depression. There is not a pill or anything on the planet that can give you that feeling of cranking the tunes up on your bike and zipping down your favorite road. Right? Am I right?
Most
Nothing
definitely.
in the world like cruising and nothing else on your mind and just listening to your
Just
music.
get on it and go.
It's a natural high. You combine your
yeah.
2 best passions, music and motorcycling. Now, there's a special bike over here. I can't do too much press on this because this is going to this bike is being set up to win. What's your next big competition?
I'm trying to do bikes and bass in Daytona.
Bikes and Bass in Daytona. We'll do a full story on it. I'm just going to give you a glimpse from here because we don't want the competition to know what kind of tricks Larry Jr.'s got up his sleeve here. So now, what does a system like this cost? How long does it take? What is it to start to finish, soup to nuts, to step up to a world-class system like this?
8-speaker system like this, depending on what equipment you use and what you run in the bike, can start you anywhere out from $3,000 and going up to $9,000-$10,000, just depending on how many watts you want to put in there, how many batteries you want to run, how much modification you have to do to the actual motorcycle, and how many aftermarket parts you have to use, or how many custom parts you have to fabricate to put on the bike.
Awesome. So, if anybody is watching is considering a system, what's the best way to get a hold of you?
It's 334-718-0265.
In your website?
I don't have a website. I'm on Facebook, LA Audio, Dothan, Alabama. I tried the website route and it just didn't pan out for me. I got more advertisement off Facebook and word of mouth than I was getting off the website. So I don't actually have a website, but you can reach me on Facebook or you can Google me, LA Audio, Dothan, Alabama.
These guys are in it for the long haul. They bought the building here and set up the shop here just about a year ago. We just talked about that earlier. It's your 1-year anniversary.
A year ago.
And the building is absolutely beautiful. Great location. You can ride year-round here in Alabama. A couple projects they're working on. This one right here. This came in. You were up here till 2 a.m. in the morning working on this last night, weren't you?
Yes, sir. It's a 06 Ultra Classic that I have for customer, and he come in for a audio upgrade, a $2,500 audio upgrade, and wind up working, calling me and seeing if I could do a paint job. I'm working with a local guy here. His name's Austin Reynolds. He's got Dirt Roads Customs, and he's getting into the painting business. He's a phenomenal airbrush artist and a phenomenal painter. And we're working together to do some collaboration with bikes to just put some new wild, mild stuff out there. He's getting into where he's going to do the what do you call that, the plasti dip, where you can like spray the bike and actually peel the paint off after 3 or 4 years of having it. It's not really a paint; it's more like a vinyl wrap that he sprays and does the liquid with, and it's going to be, you can do anything from elaborate to where it'll glow in the dark, and where you can paint it and do metallics and all kinds of custom paint. So I'm working with him to collaborate with him, so that way I can do the audio and he could do the paint, and we can make some money. And that's what it's all about in the industry, is trying to get along with other shops and being, friendly with everybody. That way everyone that does something that you can't do can actually enjoy what they do and get a piece of the pie also. The industry's big enough for everyone out there to be able to make money, and it's just great to work with awesome people that help your business grow and you help them grow, and that's what it's all about.
Amen. Collaboration is key, because you can't be the jack of all trades and be the best in your business. You can't be the best painter and the best stereo guy. You got to specialize in a trade. You're the best stereo guy, so having that benefits the customer. If somebody wants to ship their bike here, you could ship a bike here anywhere in the country for about $500 or so, depending on, no more than $650 even from California. You could ship your bike here or drive it here. You can ride year round down here, and Larry can do a full turnkey. Now, when you do a system to this extent, like on the show bike over there, this one, you're pulling the fairing off, the bags off, the tour pack, the gas tank. You're taking the whole bike apart. So that's the perfect time if you want to go the extra mile and put a custom paint job, or if you dropped your bike and it needs a little body work, you might as well let Larry do the whole thing. Let him have his subcontractors do the paint work and him do the stereo.
Upgrade your bags and put bigger bags or stretch bags or whatever.
Like the stretch bag. Are these stretch bags on this one, or are these stock?
No, those
This
are
one's
stock bags.
This is a stock bike. We just added the tour pack to it. This is a stock 2019 Road Glide. And
This is your personal ride,
this
right?
is my personal bike. We just changed the lids out to put 8-inch speakers in it, and then he put the tour pack in so that he could put all of his amps and everything in there.
Are these after you buy these aftermarket?
Yeah,
You don't have to make those,
These are
right?
aftermarket.
They just bolt right on,
Yeah.
paint them, match.
Yeah, we paint them to match, paint this to match. Of course, we got all the amplifiers and everything inside. Just a real quick glimpse. And
No press on the amps yet.
and
That'll keep them.
the battery that's in here is a battery that's designed to hold the wattage and be able to play our stereo systems for 30, 45 minutes and still be able to crank our bikes and drive off.
That's awesome. Just for a little clarity, the speaker system is a little more intricate than Senior just mentioned. Junior's the mastermind building them. And what exactly did you do here to take this to this
These
level?
are 8-inch lids, but instead of having the 8s in there, we have compression horns in the top to separate the airspace from the 10-inch mid-range driver that's down there. And what that does is that keeps you from putting pressure on another speaker up here, so your 8 and your 10's not fighting for airspace. That's the reason why I put the compression driver in here, so that the air from the 10 doesn't pressurize an 8 and it fights for airspace. And that allows you to get your highs and your lows out of the bag without having the speakers fighting each other for airspace, where you don't get the sound quality out of it that you're looking for.
So legit, this is a science, basically. It's a science behind sound audio quality.
It is. You have to calculate the airspace that goes into the bag, so that way you can know how much airspace you have, which is compatible, which mid-range driver or which woofer you actually want to run inside the bag.
That's awesome. Is there anything else about the system you'd like to share with the viewers?
I have 2 8s up here. These are actually 8s, and then I have Ground Zero red baskets here, and the bike's powered by Sound Digital and ARC, and I have a DD VOW2 processor in here, so that cleans up everything. Whenever you put it on the RTA to meter it, it cleans it all up where you get a clean signal, and you get no distortion whatsoever. That allows the system to play to its fullest potential that you could play it without getting any distortion in it.
So you have a total of, is there eight?
There's eight.
8 speakers in there?
There's 2 compression horns, 2 8s, 2 10s, and 2 6.5s.
How many
in the
watts
front.
are you pushing on this system?
This bike here only has 3,500 watts, which isn't a
Only.
lot.
How's that compared to a stock one, like that Harman Kardon system Harley's got?
Your stock system is a 3 ohm speaker that you might be getting 45 watts out of to actually push out of the head unit into the speakers up front. And if you're getting 45 watts, now if you do the boom audio, you might be getting a little bit more. But the quality of the speakers that Harley's putting in the bikes, they're just not what you can get aftermarket to actually put in the bike to get the full potential you want to achieve out of a bike. Because you got to factor in road noise factor, wind factor, everything when you're riding a bike. You got all that you got to factor into when you're riding a bike, where you can actually hear the system and hear it with sound quality.
And that's a professional explanation of why I graded the stock Harley sound system before and this one a 10. It is really more than 2.5 times better.
Yeah, my other bike had a upgraded system from Harley. It's a what they call the CBO, and it had the upgraded system in it. And I thought it was good and great and all that. And he finally convinced me into changing that out to put a system in that bike. And my word, what a difference!
Night and day.
What a difference!
I'm running in his bike. I'm running All Arc Audio, which is a sound quality brand for motorcycles, boats, cars. They do a lot of sound quality. Them and Hybrid Audio, they're the top leading in the industry when it comes to sound quality for cars. Now, if you're wanting pro audio that just screams, you're not going to want to go with something like Arc or Hybrid, because you're not going to be able to get the volume out of it, but you're going to be able to get every other aspect out of it. They have designed speakers for the bikes for the riders, and they are loud enough to hear at 80 miles an hour. But if you're just trying to rock 3-4 cars in front of you, you're going to want to run some pro audio.
Amen. Well, thank you for rolling out the red carpet and sharing your system here with us today. If anybody wants to give Larry a call, you've got his number. Check him out at LA Audio on Facebook and give him a call. Guys, you know that we're committed to supporting veterans at the museum. We don't charge any active or retired military admission fee ever. We just roll out the red carpet and grateful that they allow us all to be free and play with motorcycles all the time. But Larry's taking it to another level, his commitment to the veteran. Describe what I Got Your Six, what that's all about.
I Got Your Six is the military term for the brothers in the military. Anyone that's in the military, they watch their brothers' backs. They take care of each other. The I Got Your Six is has a lot to do with the Valhalla project, Valhalla 22, and that's for people that has PTSD, depression, stuff like that. You know, you never know what these guys go through. They go and defend the country for us, and they're out there putting their life on the line so we could be free and do what we enjoy to do and what we love. And I support our military fully. I've got a lot of combat vets that are brothers of mine out of Panama City, out of Pensacola, Mobile. They're all around the world, and they're just jam up guys. They've always treated me like family, and so I firmly believe in taking care of the military. They come in, I give them money off their installs, and I help them out any way I can. And we're just like a family, man. If I go to Panama City, I need a place to stay, they put me up. Vice versa, they come down here to my bike nights, they support me. I put them up at my house, and it's basically like my house is your house, and we just always look out for each other. And a lot of my friends have served in the military and done what other people ain't willing to do for our freedom. So I support them fully and take care of them whenever they come into my shop and treat them like family.
Amen. You just described the true definition of brotherhood, in my opinion. That's awesome. So thank you for everything you do here, and thank you all for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, click the subscribe button. More great videos coming. We're heading up to Atlanta, Georgia, to Bino Rohde's place to do a 15 bike vintage motorcycle purchase next, and then we're heading off to the Wheels Through Time Museum with Matt really excited about that. We're going to do a great, probably 2-hour movie with those guys tomorrow. So thanks for watching, everybody. And as always, God bless America.